Hi, I'm Warren, founder of Significant Man and author of Becoming a Significant Man. And in this short video, I'm going to discuss the danger of the unintentional wall between you and your wife. So let's get started. Now, relationships, they can be hard. I'm sure you've been around the sun enough times now to realize that truth. Relationships can be messy and complicated and painful, and you've probably had some experience with that too by now. But relationships can also be glorious, wonderful, empowering, encouraging vehicles for growth and experiencing life in a positive way that you never could experience otherwise. And that part, you might not know that too well. Now, there are lots of reasons why relationships can get off track, but today I'm going to be focusing on one big one. It's interesting because this one happens most often without either side in the relationship even realizing that it's taking place. I'm talking about the building of the unintentional wall. It's the wall made out of concrete and steel and I-beams, and it's crept up in between you and your wife over time. You didn't even realize it was happening. So when we have something that we want to protect, we build a wall around it. We choose to build walls around our neighborhoods and walls around our homes. We build these walls to keep the people and the stuff inside safe and to keep the bad guys out. We've been doing this for thousands of years because it works. We naturally build walls. In our relationships, however, that wall is built unintentionally. The wall ends up getting built one brick at a time without either side actually meaning to build it. Now, when this unintentional wall is being built, the primary place where you're going to find it is around your heart and around your wife's heart. So maybe you had an argument and you add a couple bricks to the wall. Then you have a misunderstanding and you add a few more bricks to the wall. And then there's some confusion during a conversation, an incorrect assumption, and you add a few more bricks to the wall. Someone lets out a heavy sigh, a few more bricks get added. Someone rolls their eyes, a few more bricks get added. Then an insult gets thrown and a lot of bricks get added. And soon, before you realize it, both you and your wife are piling bricks on as fast as you can to these walls. Suddenly, you or your wife might be looking for reasons to be offended, looking for reasons to hurt, in which case, then you just get to add more bricks onto the wall. And then, before you even realize what has happened, you've built this solid wall between you and your wife, and you built this solid wall to protect and guard your own heart. And since you probably didn't realize this was happening, this is actually a very dangerous time in your relationship because the unintentional wall will have unintentional consequences as well. Instead of seeing an honest mistake that your wife made, you will see a personal attack. Instead of easily forgiving your wife, you're going to look for reasons why you can't forgive her. Instead of looking for the positive and the good, you're going to look for the negative and the critical and the things that make you upset. And instead of doing something nice for your wife, you're going to check the scorecard to find out when was the last time she did something for you first. So when you don't realize the wall is there, you're going to be in a situation where you're finding offense where there isn't any. You're going to be in a situation where you're seeing attacks where there are none. You end up seeing everything through the perspective of looking through this hardened wall and having a hardened wall around your heart. And that perspective is never accurate. So in order to get back to the relationship that you once had, this unintentional wall is going to have to intentionally come down. You're going to have to destroy and demolish that wall until there are 0 bricks between you and your wife, and you're going to have to destroy and demolish any of the bricks in the wall that might have been left around your heart. So once you become aware of the fact that you've built these walls, that's when you can start to tear them down. If you don't think they exist, if you don't know they're there, obviously you're not going to be able to break them down. And this starts, just like is true for all of the major things in your life, with you making a choice. You're going to become aware of this wall and choose to not put any new bricks on it first, and then you're going to choose to start to take those bricks away. You're going to choose to be a little bit more forgiving. You're going to choose to see your wife in a better light. You're going to look for the fact that she's not offending. She just maybe made a mistake. It didn't mean anything. You're not going to be looking for attacks. You're going to be looking for the positive things. And then brick by brick, you tear that wall down. And an important thing to realize here is you cannot tear down the wall that your wife built around her heart. You can only take down the wall that you built around your heart. So even though you might try and you might want to do as much as you can only control you. So focus on you, your attitude, your perspective, the way that you go through your relationship, the way you talk with your wife, the way you look at her, the way you respect her, the way you honor her. You're the one who has control over all of those things. So that's where you focus your energy as you're taking these walls apart. Every time you make one of those positive choices, you're taking down bricks. Every one of those times you choose to see the positive, you're taking down more bricks until eventually the wall is gone. Like I said earlier, even though the wall was unintentionally built, you have to intentionally tear it down. So I encourage you to go get your sledgehammer and start bashing that wall down. Alright, so please subscribe, like, and leave me a comment below. I always like reading what people are thinking about these videos. And if you know someone else who would like this, go ahead and share it with them. That'd be awesome. So until next time, thanks for watching.